Hi guys, really sorry, our internet broke out, but the session will resume with Bimble continuing his speech.
Yeah, I'm back, everyone. All right. As I was saying,
Never left the stage.
there are many people important on this journey, but there was one person who unfortunately cannot be with us here today. The smartest person I've ever known. Sorry, Opal, but my old friend Amara.
You're right.
Amara was always very calm and collected and always knew what to do. She always kept me on the right path no matter what. And sadly, her story got cut short. But I know if anyone was prouder, then no one would have been more proud of where we are today than her. So let's all raise a glass and give one up for Amara the Mist.
They called me the Mist? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah.
You have the exact same reaction I did in the alternate cut.
M-I-S-S-E-D.
Yeah, I got it now, but it took me a second. I was like, am I Barovian? Yes, my 12 int as Amara. Forever in our debt. Smartest person that ever died.
Wisdom is more valuable than intelligence.
Yeah, Meeko be wise.
And she had bucket loads.
She do be whiz.
What
cool.
was...
And last but not least, I need to say, I haven't been mayor of Phandelver for that long, but I've grown up a lot. All right, maybe not. I'm still the same height as when I started, but anyways.
Oh, brother.
I'm sure one day I'm going to get called to the stars to do something great. Because the world is not safe. The mind flayers were defeated, but there's always more evil out there. And I've learned about myself that I can take on anything. I would love to continue to be your mayor and to get your revote. And until one day I have to go. And just make sure when you write down your vote, you write Sir Bimble Pantheon of Iron Hand Clan.
Wow. You
and if you choose to run against me, just know you're excommunicated from town.
Woo!
Thank you, everyone. I love you all. Drinks.
You seem very excited about that.
Okay, they're not pissed off this time. It was like we loaded our save.
Exactly.
In the last timeline, they were pissed.
The last timeline, I resigned. They were not happy. I appointed Sildar, and he said no.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So the crowd has been placated. Meeko is welcome amongst the Phandelins again.
It's very true. Very true.
I think I'll make that guy an eye patch as like a sign of goodwill from the mayor's office. It's going on Opal's to-do list, which is extensive. But what's going? I mean,
so the
we
party.
have to go to bed. Oh, you want to party, Bimble? Aren't you tired? I only have 13 hit points.
Actually, I'm kind of bleeding out of 17 places.
Exactly. We should rest and party when Miss Splinter's back tomorrow.
All right, everyone, drink up. I gotta go get some rest. So do my friends. Don't worry.
Let's all.
Every drink is on one tab. The tab of Sir Bimble Pantheon.
Oh yeah, we got those diamonds now. We're stupid rich.
That is true. That is true.
I'm not giving
Technically, we're only stupid rich if somebody can afford to buy it from us.
We can go to the town. The big city. It's not far.
Yeah, but right now we can't pay for the drink with that. Don't worry, Meeko's got
We
loads
have
of gold.
Oh, Meeko's rich too.
We don't need gold. I'm not actually paying for the drink.
I've only got 115 left, actually. Yeah,
that seems like plenty for these people.
Yeah, it is plenty.
We're not giving them gold.
All right.
Just for them to get drinks. Let's go to bed. Honk shoe.
Okay. Where do you guys go? Do you go to the inn? Do you go back to
That's a good question.
I go to my
Meeko's
cottage.
place?
I go right into the.
I think I would want to go
with a smile.
I would want to go to the cottage also.
Okay. All right. Down a friend. This will be the first day that you have without Freddy.
Down
Each one of you
two
guys.
friends.
Yeah. That's true. You each lay down. Finally take this nice long rest. You've basically gone to outer space and back. dozens of aberrations, tentacled freaks, monsters.
Can I even sleep this night? I wonder. I bet I keep waking up and I feel all, creepy crawly when you see a creepy bug.
That is very true. You saw a lot of
Nasty
pretty
tentacle
disgusting
shit.
things. Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything any of you guys do over the night?
Oh, before bedtime? Actually, is Darwin spending the night here with Miss Splinter's body?
Yeah. He's definitely not going to leave his side.
Okay, great. And Miss Splinter always wears like a scarf, right?
Yeah.
What's the state of it? Is it
It
covered
is-
in his brains?
Yeah, his and just everything else that you guys have been fighting for like the past 2
Yeah.
days.
Okay, it's pretty gross.
Mhm.
I think I'll start making him a new scarf for his new body.
Oh.
Because Opal probably can't sleep.
It's pretty sweet.
That's what I'm going to be doing. In between my waking up, my fitful bouts of sleep, I'll just get up and start knitting. And summon Cornelius back. I missed him so much.
Oh yeah.
And that's
Hey, you haven't had him out in a while.
Yeah, I know. Thank God he would have gotten obliterated around those mind flayers. Oh my God.
That is very true.
Oh wait, there is something else I wanted to make too. God, Opal has a lot of crafts she wants to do on her to-do list. Let me just say that. Remember that? Wait a minute. Let me rewind. James, what does Meeko wear? What's his fashion sense?
Meeko has he's got a special robe. It's sort of basically it started off as studded leather, so it's leather and it's studded with little wooden spikes across it. And then sort of woven into it are these little leather and cloth leaves that go all over it.
Cute.
Some are dyed green, but most are in autumn colors. And then under that he wears sort of like wrappings. He also has a little like ornate like headpiece with like a little
Yeah, I
with
see
the
his
same leaves that
beautiful
go around.
crown.
That he always wears. And then he has his shield, which was once Amara's, and his woodland staff and a pair of sturdy boots.
That was once Amara's.
Hmm.
How do you think? I have this ball of intellect snare yarn. Do you remember that thing?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that might be fun and thematic. On brand for Meeko with his weird psychic powers. If I made him a little something out of that. I checked a small creature, so I don't have a huge amount of this yarn probably.
Yeah.
But it's got this like
Meeko
starry
is a small creature.
exactly. So it's perfect for him. So yeah, it's got this starry night sky pattern. And yeah, what am I making for Meeko? Maybe a little cloak. I didn't hear you describe a cloak in his fashion.
No, he doesn't have a cloak.
There you go. Perfect. Done. That's what
Cool.
Opal's working on overnight.
Thank you.
Her 2 crafts.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else? Will you all take your rest? Okay.
Her well-earned rest.
Sleep peacefully. With
Alright.
a single tear in my eye for Freddy.
All
That's
right,
beautiful.
you guys all take your long rest. One by one, you wake up in the morning. Nothing of pressing concern. No time constraints. No enemies to fight.
What a concept.
I don't know about that, but yeah. Something of quite pressing concern to Meeko, but
What?
I'm reincarnating Miss Splitter.
Yeah, no, that was my pressing concern too, but I meant in reference to enemies or anything.
Can I press the button?
Yep.
We are rested. Whew,
I'll push
well
the long rest button.
earned.
I tried, it broke.
Oh no, Miko's trapped. He's having a
No,
groundhog
I
day.
got it.
Bibble
Oh
wakes
my
up.
goodness.
He walks out his front door, stands on his porch, hands on his sides, looks up, closes his eyes.
Taking
then he
it all
continues.
in.
Yep, that's exactly what he does.
Cup of coffee in your hand.
No, he pulls out his tankard of plenty and downs it.
A breakfast
Wonderful.
tankard.
Breakfast beer!
Look at my city.
I'm gonna go find everyone else.
Okay.
We're at Meeko's cottage, about to reincarnate Miss Splitter.
I'll walk to the cottage.
Oh my god, that's so crazy. What do we need for that, James? Are you keeping the same role you did earlier?
Yeah, so I just need
am
1,000
attached
gold
to him being
pieces.
a halfling. I'm
Need
quite
1,000
attached to
gold
that.
pieces. It's up to Tyler. If I can keep the same roll, I will.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll say we'll go with that.
Yep. So I'll use 100 platinum pieces, which is 1,000 gold pieces.
Fantastic.
On rare oils, which obviously this town have to spare and can sell me 1,000 golds worth of.
We have rare oils
Yeah.
left and right.
I probably bought them somewhere at some point from no one. And then, yeah,
Wow.
as long as we're keeping the same roll,
What do you?
I will.
What is the ritual?
I will take. I will ask Darwin to place Miss Spitter outside in the grass.
Okay.
Lie his body down
Very
upon the natural
very
earth.
gently he will bring him out front,
Oh my
lay him down in the
gosh.
grass.
I will spend quite a long time preparing the area around. So the first thing I'm going to do is.
Opal will be helping you with whatever you need.
Yeah, it's probably not something that can be helped with at this point, but I appreciate her being there. Maybe if you have
running around
do you have
fussing.
prestidigitation?
I sure do.
Yeah, you could maybe like clean up any sort of like dirt that gets on him. Because what I will do is I will move around
I do that.
and sort of beckon the earth, beckon the air, beckon the water. So you'll see me sort of like prepare the area around, also using my Staff of the Woodlands to blossom some of the area around him, basically sanctifying the ground in nature. So you'll see the sort of dust pare away. You'll see the grass will show lush and green. You will see that the sort of
Beautiful.
that there's a gentle sort of wind that's blowing, that's moving him and the grass. And then Meeko will move over to the sort of second phase, if you will. So at this point, he sort of kneels at all four corners as he sees it. So at his feet, at his head, and either side, facing to the north, south, east, and west. And he's sort of giving thanks. He doesn't pray to a god specifically, more to the world itself, to nature itself, and sort of, requesting aid in this. You will then see him sort of actually attend to Miss Spitter specifically. And I will check any wounds. I'll manually stitch any wounds up using sort of my medicine skill and my healer's kit, making sure that sort of everything is mostly together. It doesn't need to be perfect. I have plenty of healing for once he's actually up. But just, you should never reincarnate anyone until you've done as much with the previous body as possible.
Okay, I like that.
And then finally, once I've done all of that, you will see him sort of sit down on the ground in front of Miss Splitter. And I'd like to ask Darwin to partake in this part of the ritual, if he will.
Yeah. At this point, he has a lot of his armor off. He's definitely looking like
Casual.
he's retired. He is done.
He's old.
Tired.
He got a little bit of a paunch.
Yeah.
And I'll say to him, if you wouldn't mind participating in this bit of the ritual, it helps. I think, not that I've done this before, but I've read lots about it and learned lots about it. It helps bind the true person and their spirit to the body.
Wow.
He will walk over to where Miss Splitter's head is and kneel down and pick up his head in his hands.
Yeah.
and
So I will sit at the
have it
feet,
in his lap.
cross-legged in front of him, and I will ask him. I don't mind if you want to give me these details or not out loud, but I will ask him to tell me a few simple things about sort of who Miss Splitter was. Whether that was simply
Ooh.
his name, whether that is his favorite things he liked to do, who he was as a person, personality traits, anything that really symbolizes what Miss Splitter means to the person that we know that is closest to him, which is Darwin.
I love that.
Well, that isn't
You're
even his real name to
sneakily-
begin with.
Sorry, what
We
was
know
that?
his real name.
I know. I don't remember his real name.
Lethalist Miss Splinter de Bolbeck. Fancy ass name.
Bullbag?
Yep, that's what you said last time too.
Great, love that. Yeah,
It's
I
right
remember
here
that guy.
on the top of our notes.
Oh,
That
Oh,
is
yeah.
true. He's
I think I wrote
he's
that.
been there for a long time.
He
That's
was in
what I'm
episode
saying.
1.
He's been here since day
Yeah,
one.
Betholdus
And
misfitted
look at
little-
all these other NPCs I listed. Where are they now? Who's the only one still
Most
by
of them
our
are
side?
dead.
To be fair, we have no idea.
Oh
right?
no!
We have no idea. Fenric went to find the Red Cloaks. We didn't really
That's
care
true.
Yeah,
about
he
him.
should still be in this
Yeah.
town.
Avarice is definitely alive somewhere. Headed to the Mirror of the Dead
Wait,
Men.
Where's Time
Gavin
Lord?
followed
Kill that
Avarice.
bitch.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
send her a
she I
message.
needed.
That's on my to-do list to send her a message.
But anyway, yeah. So I'll ask him those questions.
Okay.
All right.
He seems a little reluctant at first, but he gives you a nod.
I'm leaning in.
His name was Litholdus Mistsplitter de Borbeck. He always hated the name Mistsplitter. He thought it was very formal, and he preferred his first name.
Mistsplitter
I
is
don't think he would
formal?
ever admit that. His life in the past was difficult. He was not fully in control of his actions, and he did a lot of horrible things. But once I cured him of his madness, and he came to his sentence, his senses, I was able to see him for the person he truly is. And what you see from your time spent with him is who he is. He went to another plane of existence to help out
Wow.
a town that he knew nothing about.
I'm getting
I
choked
can
up.
guarantee he wants none of the credit for what happens. When this works, I'm not even sure what he'll do or where he'll go. The last time I saw him, he disappeared. I'm surprised I ever saw him again.
We shall give him his freedom. That's what he deserves.
When he comes back, if he chooses to return to the past, I don't think it would be in any sort of acceptance. I think it would be in vengeance.
Oh.
I think I would probably join him in this.
Vengeance? On who?
I sort of hold my
You don't have
hand
to
up
tell
to
me
Opal.
details.
I hold my hand
Tell
up
us.
to Opal to say, like, we're mid-ritual here. Like, so as I sort of, you'll hear me
It takes an
basically
hour.
talking to the body, saying all the things that Darwin is saying, and in between that, incanting, and basically trying to hold true to who. Goodness me, I've got so much cat fur on me now. It's all in my nose. Trying to take all the things that make Mistsplitter, or Litholdus, really, I think is how he's now looking at it.
Wow, that's
and
beautiful.
conjure those into a spirit, right? He's looking to take the spirit. We don't know what's going to happen to the body, and Meeko doesn't really think that matters all that much. Instead, what he's trying to do is take everything that makes Mistsplitter the person that he is. And finally, once I have got those things and I bound them in, you'll see the sort of water seep out of the grass that you saw him elementalism earlier. You'll see the dust rise and fall upon Mistsplitter's body. You'll see the air still around him. All those things that Meeko prepared in advance, all that nature. You'll see the grass itself will begin to wither around his body. As all that life, all the natural life is sucked from the circle around him directly into the spirit of Mistsplitter. And once that ritual is complete, if he is willing... no! There is no
Doesn't say that
willing
anymore.
in this one. There is only willing in Ray's dead. So he will return.
Oh, that's kind of fucked up, actually.
I think the
Raise dead and
old version
resurrect
said
all...
willing.
I don't think
which
it
is
did.
weird.
I don't think it did.
I think it did.
reincarnate is one of those sort of it just happens things. I can't see the legacy ones though, so maybe it is true. But certainly, there is no willing creature here. It calls the soul, forms a new
Is
body.
he even a creature?
So you will see.
He's my friend.
You will see where Miss Splitter's body is. Will sort of very slowly disintegrate. It'll fall to dust.
Oh my god.
And that dust will join the water, the air, and the earth that we called forth. And finally, we will find the fourth pillar, and we will conjure flame, and you will see that sort of burning as it all smokes up into an ash that convalesces up in front of him into a form of a spirit. And then the flesh will very slowly start to grow from the ground.
My god.
And it'll only get 3 feet up, because I've turned him into a halfling.
Yay! Halflings for life. He's so lucky.
Small crew.
Boo.
Now he can counteract all those nat ones he's rolling all the time.
So just the relevant paragraph for you is that one. He returns to life with... Oh, it's right at the bottom of the previous ping. There you go. Yeah. Recalls his former life, has all the capability of his previous form, but it loses the traits of its previous species and gains the trait of its new ones. Can't roll nap ones now, Miss Splitter.
We've saved him.
So true. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
After this
So
happens,
crazy.
you see Darwin kind of tearing up a little bit as this entire process is happening. But the moment he sees Miss Splitter back and whole again, not having his hands on the back of an empty head, he smiles, and with one sharp inhale, Miss Splitter wakes up. His eyes go wide, looking towards the sky. Very slowly, he notices first Darwin above him, and he smiles. And then he notices the rest of you guys, and the smile fades a little bit.
Don't worry, you guys can live happily ever after and renew your vows.
I thought this was heaven for just a moment, but I know some of you guys wouldn't have been there.
Whoa. Is that Miss Blair talking shit as soon as he comes back?
Don't worry, Miss Splitter. Meeko saved you. I put on
Yeah,
my
he
Meeko.
is going to sit up, kind of rubbing his eyes.
Oh my gosh.
The air feels different than where he once was. Looking at you, Meeko.
Yeah.
I don't think we were on the best of terms, Meeko, but
Were we not? Meeko looks
thank you.
utterly bemused. He thought we were on great terms.
So did Mad.
Yeah. Who did Miss
I
Splitter have
think-
beef with besides Freddy?
I think I need to think better of people when I first meet them and not the worst.
Oh,
A lot of you guys have proved me wrong.
yeah, I think.
What's your opinion of me? Tell me.
Yeah, I mean, the one...
Me too.
You know, I mean, I think, to be fair, I shared with him the Fall of Phandelver, which I did not share with anyone else, because I thought him strong
That's
enough
true.
to handle it, and I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
he didn't like
Tender
that.
moment.
But, yeah.
I think he's talking about when you cut that guy's eye out after we first met you, is what I
That's
think he's
true.
referencing, which is also
That's
something
true.
my Opal felt like we got off on the wrong foot.
I will look to him and, well, if you mean when we first met that the healing didn't work exactly as it was intended, I will hand him a pocket mirror and say,
Oh my gosh.
you're the same person inside, but druidic magic isn't cleric magic.
Looking into the mirror, he sees himself as he was. But then he does notice that as he kind of moves the mirror a little bit, he's
Oh,
a little...
so you think his face is exactly the same?
yeah,
Okay,
he
cool, I
pretty
like
much
that.
looks the
I
same.
like that. Okay, cool.
I
Uh,
love this.
I saw him
but
as like a
he's
whole new
small.
person.
He will notice that he's much shorter. Was
How
this
does
on
he feel
purpose?
about being
No,
short?
I could not control the way the shape the magic takes. It chooses for you.
I'm alive. That is more than I can ask for.
Wow, he is just.
You got your
taking
life
on
back
the
for a little bit of
chin.
movement speed. It's okay.
Oh, that's true.
No, surely they changed that in 2024, right?
Do they still have 5 feet less?
I don't think Hoffman's.
Isn't it the same with dwarves?
I don't think
actually?
they do. I don't think any of the
I
small
think they
races
changed
do.
it, but don't quote me on that.
I definitely know some of the small races are slower, but I don't know if it's
Okay.
all of them or.
I
any
play a
of them.
halfling on whatchamacallit. Yep, 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Don't
There you go.
worry, he's as fast as
Well, I thought
Opal
Miss
has
Splinter was just
25 feet.
faster.
only because of her boots.
Another form. Hey, Miss Splinter,
Just
can you
30.
tell us what were you?
Wait a minute! You're just jumping right into it.
I
Hell
will
yeah.
look to him.
Wasn't he just made? Isn't he butt-ass naked?
I will. No. He's. He will have gone into the
He
same.
just
The
was
very same
he was
cloth.
just born,
Yeah,
right?
Weirdly calm about being completely naked.
No. We saw that. We saw the cloth go
Okay,
down,
just
and that's what
checking.
we built it back into. And I would say to him,
Got
there's
it.
peanut butter cookies inside for you.
Oh,
He looks very surprised when you say that. That is very nice. Thank you.
That's okay. And I
Um,
want you to know I didn't bring you back to help us on the next mission or to save the next place. I brought you back because you deserved a life to be free. And Darwin said he'd go with you if you want. Meeko nods, and then we'll just get up and awkwardly go inside.
he's going to look up to Darwin and say, that is very sweet, but I have a lot that I still have to do, and I don't think you deserve to be dragged anywhere else. I think you've done enough. Your life
yeah,
is.
let him retire.
The mayor did name him Darwin the Retired.
Is this like the third
Exactly.
time you've tried to retire?
Oh, he's like Elton John.
He's like Elton John.
And Darwin is just going to tell him that they'll talk about it later and figure out what they're gonna do.
Or no kiss.
Bimble,
I'm sorry.
go away. I will give Miss Splinter a big hug.
And you can reach.
Splinter? I
That's
know
true.
we're of a comparable size. I might be taller than him, actually.
Way taller.
Opal is 3'9". So yeah, she's short
Okay,
for a
use a
dwarf.
short dwarf, yeah.
You'll see this.
How much progress do you think I could have made on my scarf overnight? Considering now that Miss Splinter is much smaller than he might have been.
That is also true. I would also say that you probably didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so you could have finished it.
Definitely
Oh my
magically
goodness.
cheated as well, right?
Perfect. Yeah, I had some magic. I had a mage hand help me or whatever. Okay, yes. I will present. I think he was wearing a red scarf, so I will just present a new one that I made. Miss Splitter, I'm really sorry about what happened to you, and I tried to get to you, and I am so sorry, but I want you to know that we had to bring you back, and I'm so glad at least this one time. We lost so many people. I'm just really glad we were able to bring at least one back. Yeah, she's crying like big fat Studio Ghibli tears. You know? And yeah, she'll give him the scarf. I can
Yeah, he'll
embroider your
take it.
initials in it if you want. I heard you don't really like being called Miss Splitter. I could just put an L on it if you want.
This is incredibly nice. Opal, you are the most durable and courageous dwarf that I have ever met. I
Oh,
think your group of friends would have fallen apart a lot earlier without you. I feel like you are the one
thanks.
who knows what the right decision is, and even though you don't say it all the time, you still guided them in the right direction. I know you don't think of yourself as the leader, but I think you are.
That's a crazy thing to say. Bimble's the leader. He's been the leader since day one. But I appreciate that, Miss Splitter. That means a lot coming from you. I don't. I'm also sorry about what happened with Freddy at the end. I well, I can't justify or speak for
Where is he?
anyone, but he passed on. His unfinished business was finished. Phandalin was saved.
Oh. I guess he got what he wanted. I wish he could have lived on normally. I would have been nice to leave off on better terms. I wish I could at least apologize to him.
Wow.
But I think I'm the one who should be sorry. You lost most of your family in a 10-day.
It's whatever. I'm trying not to think about it, but I kind of have lost a lot of people in just these last several weeks, and Opal is an unlucky gemstone. I've always hated my name too, and well, I just want to be so much better, and so I'm going to keep doing what I can to protect everybody. If any other threats come to Phandalin, I'm just gonna step up more and be a leader. I have a lot of things I want to do actually, but yeah, if you want to stay in Phandalin, of course, the mayor's office can accommodate that.
You're talking like your Bimble's secretary. I love
Yeah,
it.
she is. We've already established this. Opal has the paperwork ready.
I think I will
Yeah.
stay for a bit, at least to get used to what I am now.
Your new life.
Yeah. And if any of you guys are staying, it would be nice to have friends for once. That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
for once. I look at Bimble. Bimble, what you said in your speech?
What?
Your speech
Sorry,
about
I was paying
Freddy.
attention. What about it?
I never really had many friends either.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'll look at Miss Splitter, Bimble, Darwin, and Meeko, who just walked straight outside. Well, maybe there's a reason that this group of weirdos found each
Weird.
other. No, sorry, this group of normal people found each
Yeah.
other. All right. I'm up. Opal is good.
What's that mean? That was
It means
good.
she's done. Her business is done here.
Oh, you're telling me you're done with the epilogue?
No, I'm saying, did you want to do something, Mayor Bimble?
Not in this room, but yeah, I got something I need to do. Now you're gonna come with me is the real question.
Where you want to go? What do you want
I
to
need
do?
to go see the Agatha bitch.
Oh, I thought we were gonna have a
Who's that?
peaceful day.
Agatha is the reason Freddy was the way he is, and I need to go talk to her, give her a piece of her mind on
She
Freddy's
killed
behalf.
him?
No, she made him a ghost.
She brought him back, actually.
Oh,
In a
so
sense.
you're going to thank her?
Just, do you want to come?
Maybe
You'll
we
see.
should start with thanks and then give her peace of your mind, and then like a
What is
compliment
she?
sandwich.
She's
She
a
doesn't kill us.
banshee and a bitch.
I
She's
don't
a
like the
banshee.
undead.
Do you not want to come? You don't have to come. But I would like you to come because I like you.
Come with us, Meeko. You're a hero.
Just so everyone know, there's a chance we might have to run away and she won't be able to chase us because there's a magical fortress around her home. But don't worry, I have items to give her. Remember we have to give her items? I
You have
enough, don't worry.
gifts?
I
Okay,
have
that's
gifts for her.
true.
I have 2 pieces of an obelisk, so don't worry.
You think she wants that shit?
Honestly, even if it wasn't a gift, the best place to put those things is not in my bag.
Let's put them in the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
smart.
Me-
Get them out of here.
I think Meeko will look at you guys and say, I think maybe we should meet back in Phandalin in a little while.
You sure?
There's somewhere I want to go.
If you say
Ooh.
so. We're gonna be gone a while. We gotta go on a little bit of a trek.
I've still got something in my brain.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you want me to contact whoever that sister was?
No,
We need to kill
I've
that
heard of a
bitch.
place with lots of knowledge. I thought I might head to Candlekeep, see if I can find some solutions.
Oh.
So how do I ever get into contact with you then?
I'll come back.
When you talk to you? Oh, okay, I'll
And
wait.
I think Opal probably knows spells for that.
I
Do
can
you Opal?
con-
I get really close and ask.
You know she does. She's cast it like 40 times
No,
this
no.
campaign.
Bimble's forgotten.
Matt knows. Bimble doesn't. Bimble's
True.
dumb.
Yes, Bimble, I contacted people with sending multiple times.
Did you ever
You've
run
seen me do
Fireball,
it.
Opal? I kept telling you to do it.
I'll do it right now.
She did so many
No!
fireballs. so many fireballs.
Constant fireballs. Wow. Meeko on a journey to Candlekeep.
Yeah,
That
I think
sounds
so.
amazing.
I
How
might.
far is that?
I don't know. Ty's got the map.
You can't
Based on what I know about the map, based on what I know about the map,
I
it's
think
like
it's probably on the map.
200 miles south.
That's
my guess. That's my guess.
It's just next to Baldur's Gate,
Which is very south from here.
which is south of Waterdeep, which is south of Neverwinter. I'd probably go to Neverwinter and then look to get a boat, either to Waterdeep or all the way
Ooh,
to
yeah.
or all the way to Candlekeep. But if that isn't an option, I'll just fly.
Unbothered.
I can fly
But
160
Meeko, you
feet
can't
every 6
leave
seconds.
yet.
What?
That's
One
awesome.
last thing you have to.
Oh,
You have to. One last thing you have to do before you go.
Yeah, you're right. I can't collapse the house while you're in it.
No. Besides that, there's one more thing you have to do.
Oh.
Yeah, Candlekeep is down.
Bimble's gonna put his arms out. Give me a hug goodbye.
Aww.
No, Meeko loves a hug. He will
Me
come in again.
too. Let's get in there.
Opal, join us.
I
get
will
in
look to
the
Opal,
small group
and I
hug.
will say very quietly, "You're going to Agatha, right?"
I have to make sure Bimble doesn't, you know.
He smiles.
We'll be fine. This is what I'm supposed to do. Oh, and I remember my morning ritual: cast mage armor on Bimble, activate my arcane ward.
That's true.
I have
Probably
23 AC
necessary.
if I need it.
Perfect.
Don't worry, I'm not doing anything dumb.
Okay, we'll see.
All right, probably I am, but what? Okay, sorry. Let's go. Bye.
go then.
Okay.
Tell Darwin and Miss Splinter we'll be back. Hopefully,
I don't tell him.
I tell them is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would definitely say to Darwin and Miss Splitter, this tonight I'm gonna collapse the house and take it with me.
I mean, Lethalus.
So, wherever you are most comfortable. I'm sorry, but I'm traveling south. I just didn't find the solutions I came for.
Darwin will ask, what are you looking for exactly?
Ooh.
When I was with my clan, one of us changed. He began bestowing what he called gifts.
Ooh.
The whole wolf-tooth tribe were changed sonically. We were given tadpoles. And whilst mine is kind of dormant and it hasn't really caused much trouble, like I heard that Bimble's did, I'd rather it wasn't in my head. So
Let me see.
I'm going to seek a place of knowledge. I thought I'd go to Neverwinter and then from there travel south to Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate, Candlekeep,
Oh.
seeking answers.
From what I know, those are incredibly difficult to remove. Um, I hope you find what you're looking for, but if
Yep.
it's dormant and it's not causing any problems, at least you have time.
Even if I don't, at least I can understand it better.
That's true. Everyone else in the town was cured. Maybe it's something that will fade away with time.
Maybe. I like learning, so it's okay. Even if I don't find the solution, at least I'll have a journey somewhere to go. Need to find.
Okay.
I have a
well-
sister who.
Oh,
Wow. Meeko lore.
Mm-hmm.
Writing this down.
I have a sister who, when the change happened, she was really not in a good place. So I'd like to seek knowledge of whether she can be repaired too. I may check in on her first to see if she's been healed. Basically, when the psionic abilities were bestowed, she lost all sense of, like, she basically became, like, no personality, almost catatonic state, forgot everybody.
Are we here for this?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Conversation?
Do you want
I
me
thought we
to
left.
try and contact her, Meeko?
No. I want to see her for myself.
Okay.
And she'd be very disturbed if she hasn't been healed, and then she hears voices in her head.
That's
Thank
pretty
you.
fair. This is
She's with the Wolf's Tooth clan. They're
Oh, in Icewind Dale?
no, they're a little north of here. They're not all that far.
Thought you were from the little town by Icewind Dale.
I
That's
think that's
Sasero.
Sasero, friend. No, Meeko is from a place in the Stamidal Hills, which is basically just northeast of Agatha's lair and just east
the
of
hills.
Neverwinter
We were
Woods.
just in those hills.
Yeah. It's really not that far from here.
He's local boy. Oh, he's going on a big journey then. Is this the farthest Meeko's traveled?
No.
Well, he can travel with us. That's where we're going.
Yeah, you guys are going the same direction.
Yes and no. I'm not going there first. I'm going to Neverwinter first.
Oh, got you.
Okay.
So I would go to Neverwinter to begin with, and then I'd ask about the ship and stuff like that. And then I would go all the way south to Candlekeep, and then I would return to my sister. I want all the answers I can get first. But yeah. And no, Meeko's been he's travelled loads. He's a druid. He's been down to the Trollbog Forest, and he's been to the Hive Forest and the Evermoors and Lurkwood, all over the Sword Coast, really. He turned up at level 7, 8, so he didn't reach level 8 in Starmiddle Hills.
He's storied. He's storied.
What campaign did Meeko level up in? In the canon.
Tales of the Goblin Druid, Volume 1.
Wow. I like that.
Was his own book.
Well,
okay. Is this where Meeko is parting ways?
Well, I won't leave till the night time. I want to give Mistbitter a whole day to rest in the cottage and to sort of shit out. B, I would prefer to travel at night anyway. So I assume these guys head out during the day. And then
I plan on leaving literally right now.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
we're going to Agatha.
Yeah. Okay, so if you do come back, or when you come back, Meeko would still be there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to get back in time to see you off.
Hold on. Oh, well, I'll ask
Wait, you can
one
get there and back
quickly.
in a day?
We have a cart. We have Gundren's cart.
How?
Oh, then I'll come with.
Wait.
I'll come with you to the edge of the woods.
Oh.
Then. I won't come into Agatha's lair,
Oh,
but I'll gladly
fantastic.
travel there.
I just want to ask: was that useless girl Gwen still around? What happened to her?
Oh, what?
You left her with a
Look-
Medusa.
No!
With the
Right?
No, I
Yeah.
think
We brought her. No, we did leave her there. She wanted to
She
stay.
wanted to stay. She wanted to mount.
She wanted
Did
to
wanna
stay.
stay.
To
I
map
can be
the
a
place.
horse if you want to ride it.
Yeah.
No,
Apparently her and
actually.
the Medusa were getting along anyway.
Ooh, Scissor Sisters.
That just reminded me. I have to go see Medusa, but I'm not doing that in session. That's like an off-camera thing I did. I gave her a piece of Cameron that I saved.
Oh, I love
Oh,
that. Was she
That's all.
pissed?
I don't care to do that. That's too much. But Bimble does it.
On
Unless
your
you
free
tell me.
time. During your
Yes,
10
exactly.
years, you can
During
do
my
that.
10 years, I do that.
All right, let's
Yeah,
go
make a
Agatha.
to-do list. Opal's to-do list is extensive for this 10 years. Let's go.
All right, so the three of you will head out of town, making your way down the Trebor Trail, all the way down to Agatha's lair. I will show the map just to get a little bit of reference. You guys are all the
Spooky
way up here.
time. Oh my gosh.
On the
we
way up
just
there,
can't sit still.
right at that little T intersection where you would hang a
Good
left to go
journey.
into Agatha's lair, you see an entirely new city that's there. An entirely new town that was not there the last
town?
time you guys were there.
At Agatha's lair?
Sorry,
This
you said a
town?
city?
Sorry, town. It's like a village, kind of like how Phandelver.
At Agatha's lair? Or like before?
It is outside of it. It is this little block
What the
right here.
Coinberry?
Coneyberry is
Coney-
where is what I'd put in Amara's backstory, and it didn't exist when we came in.
That is true.
It
If only
didn't
you were
exist,
there to
right?
tell him that.
Yeah.
It was not there. The last time you guys went through this area, every time you guys have went through this area, this town did not exist. So as you approach, you see a full town out in front of you. You see everybody is just going about their business as if nothing has happened, as if it's always existed. But you see one man kind of just walking around, just asking everybody one by one, and he sees newcomers starting to make their way towards the town, who kind of like waves you down a little bit.
Oh my
Who the
god.
f- you?
What he
Both
means is
perplexed.
we're from the next town over in Phandelver.
I'm the
How long have you
mayor.
been
Look at my
here?
sash. Who are you? I was here yesterday.
I have no idea. It's been
What?
a day, a year. I have no idea.
What? The campaign's over. We can't have a new mystery.
Read the
I
room,
don't know.
guy.
I can't help you.
Wait a minute.
I just want to ask one question. That's
I
it.
answer. Go.
Then I won't bother you anymore.
What year is
I'm
it?
looking for someone that I came into town with. Her name is Amara.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Amara?
What are you talking about?
We
I
knew
know
her.
Amara. Amara, are you talking about Amara or Amara the Mist? That's two different people.
They're the same.
Oh shit, they are. All right.
I'll describe Amara.
Wait a second. What's with the
Cleric.
questions? Who are you now? Tell me. You're
Blonde
making me
hair,
mad.
beautiful stature. That Amara?
He'll blush a little bit. Yeah, that's her.
It's a cleric. She's really high AC.
My name is Rashad, so you have seen her.
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck is Rashad?
You do know
He
who Rashad
told
is.
us
She
about
told you about
him.
I don't remember. I have a short-term memory loss.
He does.
This is Amara's friend who died.
Where were you when we needed you?
I don't know.
We're so sorry. Amara, she fell in battle protecting the realm from mind flayers. She thought you were dead too.
I don't know what happened to me. I know that we went to go visit Agatha, and I was an idiot. I fell for a trap. I'm glad she was alive.
Not for long.
Wait, I have that notebook that Amara kept, right? It was Rashad's
book,
old
yeah.
notebook of like
The
places.
Pharaoh.
I will show him the book and see if he recognizes.
He does, and he immediately kind of like reaches for it.
I'll hand it to him.
He takes it from you. He flips through a couple of the pages.
I think it's
He
awkward
tears
because
up
I
quite a bit.
definitely have Amara's horse chestnut.
What happened?
Oh, well, let me spin you a tale. And then the scene wipes and I tell him the tale.
We fade to black, then fade out of black.
If anybody else wants to know what happened, they can go back on YouTube and watch from episode 1.
Very true.
Go to episode The Cleansing Chamber.
Oh, don't go to that episode. Start at the beginning.
To find out what happened to Amara.
Yeah.
I assume that's what he was asking about. Yeah.
I'm glad she met you guys. I'm going to go visit her grave, I guess.
Of course.
Tell you where it is.
Thank you.
It's in Phandelver. We're
She's getting
having a
made,
statue
actually.
commissioned.
Yeah, we're getting a statue made, and we're just getting our own prize box that we're going to put a cool item in front of it, and she's going to be immortalized as the forever hero of Phandelver.
We could put her mace,
Next to
the
Freddy.
Lightbringer.
That's incredible, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to stay in Phandelver for a bit. If you have anything you could tell me about her or where she's been, or
Yeah, later.
yeah, of course.
Hold on. What I can tell you, though, is I touch your shoulder. Vote Bimble for mayor, and you can become an immediate citizen.
God damn it.
Always be campaigning. This is a new
I
constituent.
will.
He's just handing
expose-
out buttons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got little pins.
Um. Okay. He will make his way to Phandalin.
Godspeed.
Okay.
So there's a full ass town right here now.
There's an entire town there.
This is a
Jesus
whole.
Christ.
This is a lot to explore.
I'll explore us in 10 years.
We'll explore this
Yeah.
over our 10 years. Let's go to Agatha's.
Okay. Hanging that left towards Agatha's lair,
Mm-hmm.
I will take you to this.
Wow, I really didn't expect to be back here.
As you
Got unfinished business now.
making your way through, you hear the sounds of birds slowly begin to dim and pick up. A lot of the wind kind of stops as the forest gets more heavily dense. Doesn't make it quite through. There's a lot more shade above. And directly in front of you, you see a very pale woman standing just outside of kind of like where Agatha's lair is, where you see all those furnitures that have grown up through the ground, formed out of vines. Let me do this. What do you guys do?
So that we see Agatha. That's Agatha right there.
She
It's
is
not
very
Agatha.
material. She is not ghostly. She is not a banshee.
Is this specifically
This
in
is
the lair?
tall woman.
This
It's
is
not
just
Roll20,
outside
it's
of the
not
lair.
Roll20.
You can
This
imagine.
is probably where
or
Meeko
when-
was going to leave them, so he would still.
Do you
be
see the
with
roll
you.
20, James?
Yeah. I just wasn't sure, like, if the lair was
Oh,
all the way up there, or if it was like just to this.
It's essentially this like circular area where the trees are. So where she's standing is like just outside of like
Okay, so
basically
Meeko's
the
probably here.
sphere of where she's technically trapped.
Hello, who are you? You're not who I came here for.
You see that she's just like looking out towards the opening area. She has a book kind of like tightly pressed against her chest. Before we do this, we're going to go over to Josh.
Oh. Well.
Hiya.
Josh. As you let me turn this off. The last thing you saw was the fight finished. A lot of your allies beaten, bloodied, battered. You see Missplitter dead on the ground.
Times.
Meeko talked about. You were a little happy about it, if I remember.
I wouldn't say a little. I would say very. But it's been undone. So take that.
You said your sister. Freddie would not know that.
But you I'd be back.
You said your final words to your friends as you slowly faded out of existence. On the material plane, which is nice. As your vision fades all the way to this misty gray color, you can feel yourself being pulled somewhere else. Your new afterlife, wherever that may be. Very, very slowly, you see a lot of the mists begin to settle at your feet. Slowly, you begin to see bits and pieces of the ground where grass is growing. You find yourself material. You can feel the grass between your toes. You can feel the air on your skin. You can feel the shade keeping yourself cool from the sunlight. You're in this large, open area. Taking in all of these senses, there's only one thing that you think about. The one person you've held death off for. It is your Rebecca. Looking straight ahead, not even 100 feet from you, you see her. She's crouched over, talking to the flowers. She doesn't notice you. What do you do?
I think seeing her there, I think I just kind of fall to my knees and just begin sobbing.
She hears
Probably
you.
very loudly.
Yeah, definitely takes notice. Even for as intense as this is, she just smiles and slowly begins to walk over to you. The moment she gets to you, the very first thing she does is just hug you. She whispers in your ear, I saw you for a moment a while ago. I thought we were finally going to be together, and then you left again.
I'm here now. I'll never leave you.
I hope you didn't go back to do anything foolish.
No, just save the material plane, that was all.
She doesn't know if you're serious or not. I guess that's done then? You're finished with whatever you went back for. You're not going to leave again.
Never again.
And this is a very calm, peaceful place to be. And I didn't think it could get any better, but now that you're here, I think this is bliss. This is heaven. I don't know how long the afterlife is, but I'm willing to spend every moment, excited to spend every moment with you.
Well, we can make the most of it. You can show me around this place.
Of course. I've been here for a while, waiting for you. I've learned a few things.
Oh, like what?
Do
A lot of
tell.
the animals here and the plants, they live their own lives. And they have a lot of stories to tell.
What kind of stories?
I can share some of my favorites. There's the flower that I was just talking to, who talked about someone very, very similar to a famous drow. This is wonderful, all about how he saved Waterdeep. It was very eventful. To be honest, I think I'm more interested to hear what you've done.
Oh, well. Grab a seat and I'll tell you everything. We have all the time in the world now.
Okay. As the two of you talk back and forth, is there any information that you give her? Is there any information from her?
I don't tell her that I made out with a guy under a waterfall and killed him 5 seconds later.
Oh, true.
Definitely
Oh.
that.
She doesn't need to know that part of the
She
adventure.
doesn't need to know that. She doesn't need to
What
know
happens
that.
in Wave Echo Cave stays in Wave
stays
Echo
there.
Cave. So
I
awful.
definitely skipped that part. But apart from that, I'm very honest with her. I tell her everything. I tell her about my friends. I tell her about my enemy and how I hope he keeps his word and his promise.
Did you tell her the part where you possess people?
I would briefly talk about that. You know.
Glazed.
But yeah, I would tell her everything.
Oh, that's very sweet. Yeah. No, if that's I don't know if you're happy here. I would assume so.
Mhm.
But it's just you and Rebecca for
Perfect.
the rest of
Time to
life.
make
That's
ghost babies.
Damn, don't waste no time.
Not exactly sure how that works, but you guys can figure
We
it
can
out.
find out.
The ethereal plane is going to be jumping.
I know. Think of the positions.
Okay.
Now why the music is scary?
Cutting back to you, Bimble and
Wait a
Opal.
minute. Yeah, I'm here too for some reason.
Bimble, you walk forward and you talk to this woman. She looks over at you. She has very pale skin and milky white eyes.
Ew.
And for a moment, she looks kind of familiar. You don't quite pick up on where exactly you know. But the moment she begins to speak, you know exactly who it is. She
Is
said
it
the words.
Timora?
No.
Close.
You know this to be Agatha.
What?
Oh my god!
She's not spectral anymore.
Oh my
Looking
god.
out towards this open area, she looks over to you. She looks down. Oh, it's very nice to see you again.
Is it? Really? I'm almost pissed.
I think so.
Just to catch you
How
up,
are you-
James, this is Agatha. She
good.
is physical.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you like this?
Physical.
What happened to the banshee?
What happened? I say from back
I
here.
just said.
I'll come a little closer.
I took someone into my service, and through the research that I was so unwill given, she kind of like holds that book a little tighter in her arms.
Oh yeah, that book.
I was able to finally escape my prison.
You took someone to your service.
Is that good?
So
Are you
does
talking
your
about my friend Freddy?
Freddy, yes. He is quite happy right now.
That's what I'm
Just
here
smile.
about. You
Kind of
traded
creep-
Freddy's life for your own.
Yes. Oh. Would you like to see?
Oh my
See
gosh.
what? I can see
What do you
right now.
mean?
Look at this
Oh,
cool
no.
goggle. I can only see.
No,
She extends one of her arms out, and a portal begins to appear in front of you. Kind of like swirls out through this almost pink mist. Let me do this.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh wow. The production
Bimble.
values.
In front of you, you see all of the colors kind of bleed as it goes through the portal. You see they kind of stretch out for a moment before they turn spectral in color. A lot of grays and blacks.
God.
Looking through, in front of you, you see in the middle of Agatha's lair, there are two individuals.
Oh, shit. I was worried about
One
this.
is your friend Freddy,
Bastard.
still there. And the other is a faceless apparition that he is just talking to. He is just pouring his heart out to.
She tricked me.
Wow.
Can you hear me? Can I talk to
See?
him?
He
I
cannot.
doubt it.
Right now, he is trapped on the spectral plane. And
Fix
he
it
has
now!
no idea that he is just a host.
To what? Are you trying to tell me Freddy's a banshee now?
He is, but he doesn't know it.
I take my rapier out and I put it to her throat. Fix it now!
You put it to her throat. She does not look perturbed in the slightest.
Damn it, what level are you?
She's powerful.
He looks so happy. Why would you want to ruin that for him?
Because I'm not happy. Now give him back. What if I give you someone else to take Freddy's place? It's like someone I don't care about.
You can't just trade people like
Yes,
that.
I can.
Bimble.
This entire town that just popped up. Let's just grab one of them.
Wouldn't be the same. It
What do you mean it's the
takes
same?
a special kind of connection, a special kind of emotion. But you're staying so close to him, you can visit him whenever you'd like.
But I can't talk to him.
It's true.
So I'm not
That is
visiting
true.
him.
Oh my god. What?
We gave you life. You better give us something in return. We saved the world with partly from your help because you gave us the information about the grand design. Give us something.
Oh.
I'm
That is
angry if
not
you can't
what I'm
tell.
referencing. That is not the apocalyptic event that I was talking about.
What are you talking about?
That I need to go deal with on my own. And
The
I can't
fuck
do
are you
it
talking
trapped
about?
here.
One of them.
Yeah. Maybe you'll hear about it later, maybe you won't.
Bitch, give me Freddy back.
How
It's too late.
how can we free him?
Even
Opal
I
racks
don't have
her
a way
brain.
to contact him. This
So
is
he's
where
just
he will
alive now?
spend all of eternity until we reach oblivion.
Are you gonna go kill Sister
No.
Gabriella?
Oh,
Sister
don't get me started on
Gabriella.
her.
She kind of pissed me off, even though she's probably not
She
actually that bad.
is very close akin to
Unbelievable.
What,
the
she's your kid?
events. Akin, so close to.
I don't know.
The
I'm not that
events
smart.
that I was referencing.
What events? We just ended the events.
She's talking about some other event.
All right, listen. Look at here. Look me in the eyes. I put my rapier up towards her face. Give me Freddy now, or it's over for you.
There's nothing I can do. There's
Now
nothing you
stab
can
her.
do. You
You
put
sure
your
were.
rapier right through where her jugular is, and it just goes right through as if she was an illusion.
What the fuck, yo?
Oh.
I learn around the look up and go. I put my hands up in the air. What the fuck just happened?
She's something more powerful than I think even we know. And
So when I stabbed, did she just disappear? Like the illusion?
No, it just went right through.
she's still there.
Still there. But now you can definitely tell that she's not actually there.
Just
Where are
an
you? Let me
illusion.
tell me where you are so I can come kill you.
There are things that I need to attend to.
Oh.
There
Where?
are things that you need to attend to. I would suggest that you live your life.
What do I have to attend to? Is there a
From
wedding
what I've
invite?
heard, you're a mayor now.
Wow, we
She
don't
says
know
that-
who knows.
Almost out of pity.
I see one of our campaign posters
Hey,
is over here.
You know all the tax money I'm gonna illegally steal from the citizens? It's a
Bimble,
great job. Just don't tell anyone.
when did you get so corrupt?
I've always been corrupt. Where have you been? I've always talked about taxes from day one.
That's true, actually.
I know, but Opal was glossing over those parts. The bimble in her mind is much more noble.
You know what, Agatha? You really pissed me off. I'm gonna find you one day. I'm gonna be much stronger, and I'm gonna kill you, just so you know. Look out for Bimble. Look out for Sir Bimble Pantonon of the Iron Hand clan. Mayor of
I'm
Phandelver.
sure I will remember that name.
Mm.
And then you
I
see
won't.
the illusionary figure take a few steps forward and then just slowly begin to vanish.
Damn it!
Is the portal still there?
Cool.
To Freddy?
The portal also slowly begins to fade and close.
No!
Bimble like dives forward for it as it disappears.
Well, that wasn't how we took the epilogue then, but here we are.
Jeez, I just can't catch a fucking break in these campaigns.
Oh, I guess
Oh
we'll
my
go-
gosh, something new is on Opal's to-do list.
Oh yeah, unless you have
Free
anything to do right
Freddy's
now, Michaela.
soul.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to town.
Yeah, let's go back to town. The vibe of our heroic day has been ruined.
Yeah, out of character, that's it for Bimble. He's gonna go and chill, and we'll see what happens.
Free Freddy's.
When you come
Okay.
out, Meeko's
soul.
like, everything
We're
go
gonna
okay?
say goodbye to Meeko.
No!
But he just keeps he doesn't stop. He just keeps walking.
Okay.
I will give Meeko a brief explanation. I think
Well,
Freddy's
that's rubbish.
soul is trapped in some kind of horrible eternal torment, and he has no idea.
I can ask for some solutions when I go to Candlekeep.
Could you? Thank you, Meeko.
I have no idea if they'll have them. I somewhat doubt it. But I'll ask.
On the journey here, I finished Meeko's intellect snare cloak. All right.
That's pretty good.
Pretty cool. He puts it on and wears it with pride.
You look
Beautiful.
so heroic, just like
Thank you.
the goblin that I know you are.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
wherever you go, you will be welcome in Phandelver. You'll have friends here.
I'll
Waiting
come
for
back
you.
soon.
Okay.
And you, anytime you
Give Meeko a hug.
want to know where I am or what I'm doing, you can You can reach out to me, and I'll let you know. I was
course,
sending
we'll
you,
stay
but
in
I don't have that
touch.
spell.
No, I'll contact you every single day.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love that.
It's only 25 words though, so quick summaries.
That's okay.
It's only 23 words. Every single message should end with love. Love Bimble.
Love
Or no, sorry.
Bimble, okay.
22 words. Miss you, Bimble. Bimble misses you.
Okay. Got it. Opal writes that in her clipboard. Let's
Nice.
give
You're getting
Meeko
a raise.
a big hug.
Yeah.
I already gave myself a raise
Eagle up.
immediately.
Give yourself a raise.
I will eagle up and fly 63
He
miles.
just turns into an eagle and flies away. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
You just get knocked back.
What's
by
better
the
than
wind.
that?
We're gonna have to walk back.
Damn.
We have a cart and a horse. How many
Forget that
times
part.
do I have to?
Wait, no, but I thought he flew us here.
No.
No.
Shit.
We took the
I
car
guess-
so we can get back. And I meant to ask
The
Meeko to
camera
talk
pans
to
out from
Chestnut
behind us
I'll
as we
do
go
that
off
another
into
day.
the sunset.
as we ride back to Phandelver.
Boy, they thought their story was over. Little did they know.
Yeah. The end.
Too
Question mark.
And then it fades to black and says, Bimble, Opal, and Meeko will return in what is the campaign
Season
called?
2.
Season
Eve
2.
of Eve of Ruin.
Starring.
It'll still be
And
Phandelver and
introducing.
beyond.
Yes,
Dot,
and
dot.
introducing.
Eve of Ruin. Or Ruin, the Eve of Vecna. I don't know what it's called.
And then we
Fucking
cut
bitch.
away to Vecna in the darkness, looking down, cackling.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we not quite cut away and discover if Meeko finds anything out about this worm in his brain first?
Oh, go ahead. I know you're doing that right now.
Meeko, actually,
Well, over the next 10 years.
Yeah.
as you're flying across, you've accepted everything. This part of your life being reached its conclusion as you're flying towards Waterdeep. You hear a voice inside your head. It is very weak. It is very thuming. It sounds like a very low, traveled whisper, almost defeated.
Oh, gee.
I was all that stood between you, your world, and oblivion.
Uh-oh.
And you butchered my refraction like nothing. You and what you have is the last tether between myself and the material plane. If you were to accept my gracious offer and come into my service,
Ooh.
maybe I may still save it. I do not ask for the grand design to come to fruition. All I ask is to work together to stop what comes.
And what comes?
There's a very low sounding. It almost sounds like fear. It's not something you hear in your mind, it's something you feel. One that has ascended to godhood already in your material plane. One we do not recognize. One even we do not say the name of. One you know as the Whispered One returns.
I serve the natural world and the natural order. You are not part of that natural order.
There's almost anger in return. Your material plane has barely succeeded once. It will not succeed again.
You know nothing of the power of the mortals that stand on this land, willing to defend it to their last breath. They defeated you, defeat whatever else comes. And with that, I'm going to try and sort of will him out my head. And as I do so, I will say, you will watch the last remnant of your presence on this material plane wither and die within my very mind.
And it is surprisingly easy.
Damn.
With how
Yeah.
disconnected the far realm is to the material plane, it is like shutting a door.
Hmm.
And you can feel that worm inside your brain slowly begin to not just die, but just begin to split apart, molecule by molecule.
Sick.
Ew.
Meeko does a quick check to see if he can manifest a psionic shield.
You try to do so,
telekinetic.
and you still can.
Sick.
Well,
This
well,
part of your
well.
brain has
Pretty
been
cool.
basically unlocked.
Do you know how annoyed I'd be, Matt,
Yeah.
if I did check with Tanya, if I lost my feats? I guess my telepathic just went out the window. Yeah, no thanks. With a little smile on his face, Meeko will go to Neverwinter.
Okay.
And from Neverwinter, make his way to Candlekeep, but this time seeking something else. He's seeking
Ooh.
to understand medicinally how to help somebody who's lost their memories or who, is sort of in a catatonic state or, has been changed. And so he'll spend, as much time as necessary on that to try and return to Fee and aid her. Yeah, that'll be over the next 10 years, and he'll keep going back to Phandalin in between, so...
Okay.
Setting up his cottage there, healing anybody who wants help.
Aw. I love that.
Cutting out eyes on Thursdays.
Only one and only sometimes. Okay. Is there anything else anybody does within this next few days?
I
2
drank.
days.
Okay.
Drink.
Okay. You can drink as much as you want in Phandalin.
For 10 years.
Yeah. In these next 10 years,
Become a
Bimble, what do you do as mayor of Phandalin?
Oh my
I
god.
drink every day. You're really fat.
Wow, Bimble just crumpled.
No,
Bimble turns to level 7.
Okay.
He downgrades.
His dex goes down.
he has permanent exhaustion because he's always tired. What does he actually do?
Wow.
He does a terrible job as mayor, but no, that's a lie. Let me think about it. I was gonna say he does a terrible job, but is able to fake it for 10 years.
Wow.
I don't know. 10 years might don't do that. So let me think of something else. Huh? I didn't think of that far.
I mean, I imagine he is
With
he's a selfish
not
mayor, but
Jesus
still,
Christ.
still aids the people.
Phaedra
Right?
would not help you run the town.
With Opal's, I would say Opal does more work than Bimble does.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
But Bimble, behind closed door, Bimble has the worst ideas, and the entire time Opal has to correct him. He says, "Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, we'll do that." He also raises taxes. Anyone who doesn't listen, he doesn't like.
Very corrupt to the town of Phandalin.
Remember, you've got free apples.
Free apples. Hob.
In the next few days, I want to make those apple turnovers I've been promising Bimble for the last several sessions.
So we never handled the red staffs or the red capes and glass.
The red cloaks, yeah, let's kick them out of our town.
What was his name? Glassstaff.
Glassstaff.
Glassstaff, yeah.
Is he still around?
We never handled that. Yeah, so would they?
He has a real good stick.
We're gonna clear this place out.
From what you learn as you're talking amongst the townspeople and what you hear
And
them talk
rebuild
about,
that mansion.
yeah, that too. A lot of the red cloaks, as soon as stuff started to go bad, they kind of just dipped.
They skipped town.
Yeah,
Good.
They left.
Run! You better
Okay,
run,
great.
bitches!
Then we clear out their lair.
I loot their lair.
Yeah,
Loot their
but
lair
they
too.
have an entire section under one of the buildings to the east of Phandalin, where they kind of had their little stronghold at.
Bastards.
I have a question. You might be able to answer my question. So, something's telling me I might make a new goblin friend at some point. Is that not going to happen until after the next 10 years or before the next 10 years?
Great question.
What do you mean?
Find out in
Josh's
2 weeks.
Josh's new character.
You will meet Josh's new character at the
Like, you know,
start of the next campaign.
Oh, so it'll be after the
Unless Josh has something else that he wanted to like
Did you have
put
a
in
plan?
somewhere for when you guys meet up.
I hadn't thought of it.
You don't have to reveal
Awesome.
anything. I was strictly just asking for for timeline reference. But if
Yeah, I
you can't
imagine
reveal anything,
Meeko
that's okay.
might meet him or know something of him beforehand.
Oh, that's
just
sweet.
with
you
goblin
think of that,
connection
Josh, and let
and
us-
nature
yeah,
connection.
let us know.
But yeah, maybe not.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's it. I mean, I have a million questions. But that's not for
I've got something for you to do in the next 10 years.
So you're the
Yeah.
mayor.
Go to Thunder Tree and deal with a green dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you
Guess what?
still like
I'm gonna-
adventuring in the general area?
I will gladly go there, but I'm gonna befriend the dragon and not kill it. So let's see what
Okay,
happens.
that's one of your goals over the 10 years.
Yep.
You've
How
been
does that
telling
go?
everybody that you're a dragon slayer, and then you meet a dragon and you
Damn it,
don't slay him.
This is not Red One. Also, there is something Bimble actually doesn't want to do. I had this plan since last week. Bimble's getting a tattoo on his butt cheek that says, in quotes, "I'm Batman," and then it's gonna say "Dash Freddy." Yeah, he's getting a tattoo.
Of
Incredible.
course he does. Of course he does that.
It's a quote by Freddy.
Okay,
I'm
great.
Batman.
His dying quote is on your ass.
I think that's my favorite D&D
So-
line anyone has ever said. his very last line before he disappears. I'm Batman.
Batman. As it should be.
Over the 10 years, Meeko would most definitely like to awaken some shrubs and some animals.
Hmm.
He will befriend them wherever they are and like help them if they need any help straight away, but then leave them awakened wherever they are. Like, he doesn't collect them as an army or anything like that. He's just creating havoc, like shrub here, squirrel there, fox there, just all over. Like, every time that staff recharges
Intelligent beast.
to 5 charges, he just awakens a beast, chats with it, helps it out with any problems it's having, and it's like, go have your fun, and heads off to
What
the
are you
is,
doing to the ecosystem?
What you're describing is like an entire quest line in Icewind Dale.
Literally.
yeah, it
I don't know
is
if you guys
exactly. Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that, yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, so that is. I'm her, but I'm
Yeah.
cooler, better, and more powerful, and over a way more widespread space.
That's true.
Okay, good.
But also, he
One
doesn't
area.
awaken creatures that are big enough to cause problems. Like,
Okay,
you know,
that's
maybe a
thoughtful.
badger or a fox,
Not
but like
the
not.
moose.
But yeah, there'll be no meese. Like, or anything big, no bears and stuff like that. Meeko's all like about the small creatures. He like awakens a robin one day and like a squirrel the
Aw.
next, and then you know, a strawberry plant outside Neverwinter. And,
Oh, I love that.
yeah, like, and just to be a real pain. Like, if he ever gets invited to anywhere like properly important, he'll awaken a pot plant there. And
Now
not
we're
tell
talking.
anyone.
As you should.
Yeah, I think maybe like he might awaken a couple of pot plants or little plants and shrubs and keep them in the cottage house.
Aw.
But the animals he lets live their free lives as they are.
That's sweet. So you have got just talking plants in your cottage house now when you
Couple,
come
yeah.
to town.
Yeah, Bill and Bob.
That's cute.
I'll put them in.
Bill and Bob.
Bill and Ben.
Oh
Bill
my
and Ben.
goodness.
Not Bob.
Bill and Ben.
Yeah. Sorry.
Bill
Bob's
and
a
Ben and
squirrel.
Jerry.
Cool.
Pretty sweet. What does Opal do?
What doesn't she do?
Besides being the secretary to Bimble?
AKA the closet mayor. That's fine. She doesn't want all the attention. She likes paperwork. Opal has some extensive plans. First of all, Gundry had a business in Neverwinter, so I need to go check on that.
That is true.
Second of all, I want to unlock the potential, the secrets of the forge that's in the Wave Echo Cave. You know, see what else I can make with it. Not that +2 items aren't great. But, I mean, yeah, I imagine she'll get stupid rich off of that, but Opal is not really trying to put more violence in the world, you know? Maybe if I could make some nice magic items, that would be fun. Yeah, and then I mean, eventually, you know, just get a whole mining operation going. I want to give the people of Phandelver can get jobs there. Anyone can come, really. Well, not anyone. And actually, that's my next thing. What is Mistsplitter going to do? Because if he has nothing going on, Opal has a job offer.
So the first thing when you check on Gundren's business in Waterdeep, it is currently being run by his nieces and nephews.
Oh wow! Hello,
which
guys, my cousins.
Which you know, yeah, your little cousins. And
So
it's
cute.
going about as well as it can be. You do have to tell them
I have to
about
give them the bad news.
their 3 uncles.
I assume some of their dads.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very tough conversation.
But on the flip side of that, you get to tell them about your entire adventure.
Oh yeah.
When you first left, you had a total of 8 hit points.
I know.
It's
Look how strong
insane.
your cousin Opal is now. Yeah, Opal is really trying to find her strength and her confidence over these 10 years, especially with basically being the mayor. You know, she's trying to become more comfortable being a leader. Like Miss Splinter said she was. And yeah. So yeah.
You've given them something to look up to, which is pretty
wow.
good.
So honored.
And you do have to play the parent a little bit.
Yeah. Well, Opal's very used to that at this because she's got her brother Bimble.
You do tell them all that you did basically complete what Gundren was after. You found the mine.
Yeah,
which
their inheritance is secured.
is very, very true. You
yeah.
found Vecna Cave.
Yeah,
inside that
trust fund for them.
there's plenty of earnings for enough of them to stay where they're at, and even like give you some, as you basically own the tavern at this point.
Yippee!
But in Vecna Cave, that mysterious green flame is still there.
Jesus
the innards
Christ.
of that inflated spectator is still lying on the ground.
Yeah, okay. I mean, this is kind of what I was thinking. Opal's going to be traveling between Phandalin and Vecna Cave a lot, I assume. So, if Miss Splinter's looking for a job, he introduced himself as, and I quote, specializing in killing and watching over things. So, yeah, if he's like down to be a bodyguard again, that is Opal's offer.
When you talk to him, he does mention about eventually wanting to return to Waterdeep. But he does need a place to kind of lay low for a while. From what you heard at the start, there was some stuff he did that he's
yeah,
kind of being
he was
for.
rumored as a serial killer.
Yeah, actually Amara was the only one who knew that information.
So yeah, he will accept your offer. Over the course of like when you're setting it up and trying to get it running, there's just a few creatures that try to make the mine their home to kind of just settle down in.
What kind of creatures?
Yeah, just
monsters.
A lot of
rust monsters.
Oh man, I can't think
they gotta
of
go.
the name. Not rust monster. I'm thinking of the bugbears, the ones that were in the hills. Slowly
what are you guys doing here? If bugbears are coming here,
you went over there. You yelled at like 1 or 2 of them, and then left.
Yeah, we never found out what they were doing
because we killed the red wizard of Thay. Bimble yelled, "I killed the red wizard of Thay," and then we ran away. You're talking about those bugbears?
Yes, that's where we thought we were going for the dragon, and there was just bugbears there, and so we just turned around and left. Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to drive them off if they have ill intent.
Setting up the mine, having a way to just make +2 weapons is insane.
I know.
There's no limit on it. So whatever you decide to charge is kind of what people are willing to pay.
Yeah, and that's something Opal struggles with because she can't just put strong weapons out into the world, but, you know.
What about armor? You can put strong armor out into the world, right?
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. She specializes in armor.
Yeah. Do you think
that's
you could
totally
improve,
on her brand, too.
Do you think you could improve Meeko's armor?
Can I? what is it? Studded leather?
Studded leather.
You tell me
Ooh.
if Opal unlocks a way to power up.
Tyler,
leather in the
Tyler will
forge.
tell you he's willing to have me walk in with 23 armor class.
It's flames, fire flames. So your call.
I believe it is anything that's made of metal works.
Makes sense. Do you abide by that, druid? Don't wear metal rule.
I don't.
I don't.
No.
Do you want some
but
+2 armor? You want a chain shirt? Want a breastplate?
I don't know what. I don't know whether I would have less armor class with. How much armor does half plate give?
Jesus, I have no idea off the top
Is it
of my head. Those
15?
things. Don't ask me.
I think it is 15.
I'm wearing a breastplate, and that gives 15.
Yeah, so it would give me the same, I think, as the studded leather. 17. So yeah, I don't know about a half. I don't know about half plate though. That seems odd.
It's magical.
Can I get like a version of studded leather that would work? Like,
You want metal studded leather?
well, no, like if I got the rivets metaled, could I make them?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say over the course of these next like 10 years, at some
I'll
point
take
you
my
can
armor to
make a version
Neverwinter.
of
I'll
it.
get fancy little metal studs put all the way through it, and then I'll take it to Opal's forge, and I'll pay her.
Definitely works.
Oh, good.
Aw.
Yeah.
The price is exorbitant.
I will give you.
Just kidding.
I will give you 2 awakened shrubs that will walk with you and carry things.
Oh my god.
They've been looking for
cute
work.
Is that? I love it. Opal loves it too.
But opening this mine back up, very quickly you have a visit from Sildar
Sildar, my
Lord's-
friend.
with news from the Lord's Alliance.
Oh no, what do they
And he
want?
wishes to speak with you, and he tells you about the Lord of Waterdeep wanting to come to some sort of arrangement where
I bet
you
he
make this
does.
mine not exactly something you just sell to anybody who comes to your front door, but something that could supply the army and the guardsmen of Waterdeep with a little bit more oomph to carry.
Exclusivity. Is that what he wants? He wants to be the only one
Yes.
with access to the mine.
Yes.
No way.
is-
Opal's anti-capitalist. And in fact, after Sildar, I appreciate the offer, but I'm trying to protect as many people as possible. So if anyone wants stronger armor, they just, that's a good thing for anyone. I don't want to be tied to some deal. Well, no. I'm still working out the details, okay? But I can't make a decision like this. I think I'm going to have to pass.
He will tell you
Opal's putting her foot down.
that is very you, Opal.
I am going to
but
take that as a compliment.
I would not expect this to be the last offer he makes,
No, I know.
or the last time he tries to stick his hand
Yeah.
over here.
I mean, from there, Opal is going to probably go into the next phase of upgrading the mine, which is hiring guards and shit.
Yeah, which as much money as you're raking in from this, you can
Great.
whatever your plans for guards are, you can probably do.
I love it.
Do you think Opal's just spending the money, just buying every single magic scroll she can find, filling up her
Wouldn't that be
spell book?
fun? Yeah, I
That
mean,
is
I
definitely
would probably
something you can do.
want to go to with Meeko to Candlekeep at some point because that sounds like an awesome place.
Go.
And something else Opal would like to do. My last thing, over 10 years, if possible, is learn to wield a martial weapon. Tell me what you
Ooh.
think about that.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah. How do you go about learning?
Well, I was imagining with my my bodyguard Miss Splitter can train me because he has to learn how to use his new halfling body too. You know what I'm saying?
That is very true. What weapon are you going to learn?
This is what I really wasn't sure about.
Warhammer? Sense.
Nah, not a Warhammer. That's Sonia's thing. Hope
Of
it's not that
course, yeah.
classic dwarf. I was thinking War Pick though, which is basically just another dwarf weapon.
That's a mining tool,
Yeah,
though. That's
it
really
really
cool.
is.
That's really thematic.
Yeah, it's on brand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it even,
you know
is it
what?
even good? Is a
It's,
war pick
what
better
does
than
it do?
better than a mace?
I don't know. Let's find out. War pick. It does versatile. I'm not going to do that. So I guess it does D8 piercing, sap, whatever sap is. I'm not going to get weapon mastery.
War picks are fun. I have a monk whose monk's weapon is a war pick.
Oh, is it a
Cool.
1d8 and then a 1d10 versatile? Is it that way around?
Yes.
So it's like oh, okay, that's great.
I'll only use it the D8 way. But yeah, Opal just wants to be not caught in another situation where she's surrounded on all sides and is only stuck with, a ranged spell. She wants to be stronger also, like physically, and tougher.
Okay.
That's
good.
my plan for Opal's 10 years.
That is definitely something you can learn. Over these first few years that Miss Miller spends with you, you learn an entirely new skill set.
That's right.
It's good.
And
Yeah, Miss Splitter stays for a while, and after about 6 years,
wow, that's a long time.
between which
Agreed.
him and Darwin grow pretty close, and
Let me be the best man.
you know what happens.
Let me be the best man immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. Bimble.
What you Bimble, you telling them to make out over and over again. You finally see it.
They succumb to peer pressure.
They succumb.
The power of peer pressure. Bimble, you're
See,
strong.
people, bullying works.
And
That's what I mean.
Phandelver,
Bimble's so persuasive.
Phandelver, which was once a frontier town, is now not only extremely profitable, but now is having people come all the way from Waterdeep to come stay here to come in. It's
Phandelver is thriving.
Meeko moves his
Bimble.
cottage 2 miles away.
Sure.
I don't want to deal with that.
Damn.
It'll be
I
like,
love
do
it.
you know, like when there's in any like traditional fantasy town, there's like a hag or an old crone or a herbalist who lives like
Yeah.
a little
On the
way
edge
away
of
from
town.
town when people go and visit when the regular medicine's not working. That's Meeko's cottage. Yeah, and then sometimes they go to
Actually love
visit
that.
and it's just fucking not there. He's collapsed it to his chest,
That's
taken on his
crazy.
staff,
Yeah,
and
he's
fucked
elusive.
off.
Yeah, and they're not going to know that either.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Period.
So sometimes they can
Period.
come get their healing. Meeko's there, and
You're like an urban
sometimes
legend.
he's just
It's
gone.
good.
I think the one other thing that I would just like to mention, and I don't know if this will ever tie into Josh's character, but specifically, obviously after a few months, I would have gone to see Fee and tried to help my sister, but I would like to visit other goblin clans, just to see if they were affected by any tadpolisms, and making sure that they're now fully recovered, and also potentially just trying to make sure that some of the goblin clans, at least in the northern hemisphere of the Forgotten Realms, have a resident druid who is learning druid craft. Just trying to make goblins better people and cooler people and
Wow.
more druidic, and close to nature.
An inspiration.
I'll give them all some plants to educate them.
So from what you gather, a lot of the transformation stuff happened very. Definitely didn't go as far as Waterdeep.
Great.
Oh.
So it's just those people. Also, the tribes that were around this area kind of like congealed when a lot of the cultist stuff kind of began happening. And you guys called a lot of the goblin population.
Oh,
we didn't
don't
do
say
that.
it like that.
We did.
So there's not
I mean,
a
we
ton
did,
of them.
but
Your camp
yeah.
is probably the biggest that's still around this area.
Damn.
You wouldn't find my clan.
No, I know that. I didn't know whether, while I was out seeking goblin kind, if I might have bumped into specifically your future character in like a place closer to the end of the 10 years or not. We can work that out over time. But yeah, he's just seeing out goblins, and awakening creatures, and being an itinerant healer occasionally.
I love that.
What a happy day.
Is there anything else anybody wants to do?
Yeah, can I have a happy ending for once, Tyler?
Sorry.
This is the second time you've trapped one of my characters with a distortion of their loved ones.
As soon as Tyler said it's just a distorted figure, I immediately went, "Oh my god, the bag man!"
Yeah, it's the Vecna all over again.
I mean, it's kind of a happy ending.
It is a
No,
happy
it
ending.
ain't.
It's a
I'm
happy
In
ending
his
for Freddy.
delusions.
It absolutely
Because-
is not a happy ending, but I am joking. You do whatever you want, Tyler.
No. What is the
I think
Yeah.
I do have
mean,
questions about potential upgrading equipment and stuff, but that we don't have to do right now. That's
we
like
discussed
yeah.
that after.
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, and if there's anything you need to message me about, next week, probably we're not going to run. Not probably, we're not.
Yeah.
There was some stuff in the next module that when they were making that module is when they fired a bunch of people.
Oh,
So
no.
a lot of the maps I have to do myself, so there's a lot more
Oh, my
involved.
goodness.
Take as
That's-
much time as you need.
Yeah.
Do not feel
There's,
bad telling us we have to wait 3 years. to
Shall
start.
we do the?
How many years?
Should we do the
Hold on.
MVPs of today's session? And then
Yeah.
come back to
Also
that?
true. Also true.
Cool. If that's all right.
Yeah.
Where we share our private
MVPs.
lives with the entirety of the internet. That you don't watch. Yeah.
That's true. For me, I think it's going to be Freddy's reunion with Rebecca. I think that was
You're evil.
super sweet, even though it wasn't
You
super
ripped
sweet.
it from him.
At first, it was super nice.
That's sweet.
It's kind of my fault. If I didn't go see Agatha, we wouldn't know.
Most of the last 37 sessions were your fault, man. Just saying.
You're not wrong.
I know.
Very fair.
But it was also nice for Freddy's entire thing to come to a conclusion where he did actually make it all the way to the end of that last fight and was there for the end of it.
That's so sweet. Exactly.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Michaela, what you got?
I will give it to Bimble's speech to the town, to the gathered Phandelins, and all the nice things he said about all the Phandalians, and all the nice things that he had to say about everybody. Opal was very touched. And I liked the deleted scene that, because of the internet disconnecting, of Bimble resigning as mayor, and then that angry crowd starts shouting, and that being retconned. That was awesome. Yep, that's me.
Matt.
Are we gonna do like campaign long MVPs too? Like character talk?
Yeah, we can do that now.
Can we go back? Can we cycle back to that? Can you session MVP?
Yeah. I think it was just overall. I don't think I've ever any campaign we finished. I don't think we've ever done a full epilogue episode like this.
Have you ever finished a campaign with us?
I mean, this is the third. This is the third campaign finished with Tyler.
Yeah, true. We didn't do a full epilogue for Strahd.
Yeah, Strahd or Icewind Dale. I finished Sagravia with.
We all
with
walked
you.
off into the sunset.
Yeah, that's not finished yet though.
But this is like a full on.
Mhm.
I feel like this is like a full episode epilogue, and like we have something else coming next. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a really cool episode to do because there was like there was no danger. Also,
Wow.
well, as far as we know, but Ilvos dropped the name of the Whispered One, which is one of the first times I've heard someone drop lore that I, out of character, knew what that meant. I never know. I never know what you guys are talking about, but I know what that means. So
yeah, that was really cool.
So,
Sick.
I'm also gonna
Josh.
double up on Rebecca and Freddie. That's all.
Josh.
Yeah, I was also gonna say Bimble's speech. I think he'll be a really good man, take care of the Bimbalonians. Which is what I'm choosing to name the citizens.
Bimble will do that actually.
Yeah, I really like the speech. I like the little nods to all the characters. And I really hate that Miss Splinter broke his promise.
I
Sure.
love it.
I think
That promise was bunk.
I think he's just as evil as he was ever, and I don't think he'll ever change.
He's got a new start.
No, he doesn't. He's
Quite
as evil as
literally in a
ever.
new body. So he's not all scarred up anymore.
Yeah, so now it's easier to trick people that he is not evil.
He's fresh faced, sweet halfling boy.
We're gonna have to wait another 50 episodes before the Mistsplitter is Vecna reveal.
Yeah, I really liked just sitting back and watching everyone do their thing and come to conclusions with their character.
Yeah, and props for doing that. That must be tough when your character's gone. And... Oh no.
Guys.
Oh, are we still here? Okay, cool.
Okay.
Props for doing that. That can't have been easy to have sat there, with your character gone and everybody else is still thriving. So,
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys roleplay a big time skip like this. I think I would certainly find that challenging. So I'm looking forward to see how you guys do.
Yeah, when you guys all come back for the start of that campaign, and some of you guys see each other for the first time in a while.
My God.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of stuff that you guys have experienced. James.
Few silly notes and interesting notes. You saying that Darwin's tried to retire for the third time, like as Elton John, just cracked me up.
That was very funny.
I really liked Bimble calling you Opal the Courageous. But also Michaela saying Opal is an unlucky gemstone, which was quite sad in reference to her family having died. I really liked the Ilvash just still existing, cool. And that's just really scary. Cool. Obviously doubling up on the sadness of Freddy's continued existence, but also the kind of badassery of Agatha. Love that. Just bringing Rashad back from the dead out of fucking nowhere.
Damn, that's tragic.
That was just like, Jesus. Okay, boom. Yeah, so that was intriguing. But yeah, I think I have to go with Matt's. I just like the gentleness of the idea of like the 10 years, and realistically, none of our characters have got like. I mean, I'm not saying that running an entire mine or a town isn't a big thing, but you know what I mean? Like, they're quite peaceful and chill goals, and I like that. And I like that the three of us kind of stay very close together. You know, we've got Phandelver, we've got, Meeko experimenting with nature in the local area, and we've got Wayback Cave, and realistically, I think we probably stayed a very close-knit group. You know, we have dinners on a Sunday together and stuff like that, and I think that's super cute.
We can fly across the land like nothing.
But yeah, unless anybody has anything else to say.
Well, also, I wonder what Agatha's stakes are in the next campaign. What is she plotting?
Yeah, I think Agatha is secretly Vecna. Vecna was in disguise as Agatha.
Oh, Vecna's wife.
No.
And on that note, that's where we're going to end. So if you guys would like to say goodbye,
Goodbye.
we shall see you soon.